Danis UFC, in or out?
No, come on.
Wow.
Wait.
Why did we even let me? Wait.
I don't know.
Embarrass myself. I mean, this is.
Wait, what is he? What, I don't even know what the no is. No, as in.
I said yes.
Of course.
Oh.
100%.
I said
not
no.
even a doubt.
I said wow.
Yeah. Now, okay, is this when you say yes? Are you saying you want it, or you're saying it's happening? Meaning,
both. I mean,
yeah.
Why would the UFC not want him?
Agreed.
I mean, it was a little.
I'm kind of shocked that GC was hemming and hawing. I thought you'd say yes right away.
I mean, why did we even pose this question?
No, I mean,
embarrassed myself. I mean, we talked
there's a
about
lot of
Darius in the
people that I
past.
think would actually agree with your sentiment. There's a lot of
everyone was getting ready to jump.
But you guys have so much conviction.
It just seems like a no-brainer.
Right.
How often is it that there's a guy out there with this type of following that people care about him so much he's just like sitting around?
But do they care about him, or is it like a train wreck they can't look away from?
Doesn't
Those
matter.
are the same thing for the
By the way,
UFC.
who gives a fuck? If the
I guess
if
maybe
I'm
just
the
because
UFC
he was in Bellator for so long and he's been inactive for so long, that's maybe why I had hesitation in saying yes. But I mean,
nah.
I'm sorry for saying that he might not make it.
It's obviously going to depend on the price tag, right? What does Dillon Danis think his worth is? There's a real possibility. There's a chance where he thinks his worth is greater than the UFC thinks his worth is. But like, there's some Bellator champions that are great fighters that aren't going to move the needle for the UFC as a product that I would sign Dillon Danis before nearly instantaneously. Because he's going to sell fights, and that's the business that they're in. They are not in the we only have the best fighters in the world business anymore. They're in the entertainment selling fights business.
I wouldn't be.
Also, by the way, Dillon Danis is a good MMA fighter. Like, let's
he's
not
2-0.
let's not pretend that like the guy's a bum just because he can't box. Is he probably limited in the striking in MMA? Undoubtedly. But there's lots of guys who are jiu-jitsu players who have made great careers in the UFC. I would like to see it, certainly, but I think they'd be silly not to at least entertain the opportunity if the numbers can make sense for both sides.
Sure, he beat Grubhub driver number 1 and DoorDash driver number 2.
I was just going to say, you're going to say the line, Ariel, every time you
No,
bring it up,
I
you're just
switched
like,
it.
Yeah, I mean, the guys that
I switched
he
it.
beat,
I switched
fixed my
it.
garage yesterday.
I switched it. I said Grubhub and DoorDash.
Guess where those fighters go after they get beat by Dillon Danis and Bellator? They go straight to Dana White's Contender Series where they're fodder for somebody else. So it's the same.
Is that true?
Competition. No, I'm not saying those.
Oh, okay.
Those fighters literally went there, but like,
are
you going to pretend that Dana White's Contender Series is full of?
Nah, that's what I'm saying. No, I would put him on a. He would probably fight at 170 though. Could you? Okay, just for fun, Dillon Danis versus Bo Nickel at 185. Who wins?
Oh, stop!
What?
Now you're going too far.
Well, who wins?
Now you're going way too far.
No, seriously, who wins? What?
Come on.
You think Bo takes him down with ease?
Takes him down with these. He's going to keep it on the feet and knock him out. What are you talking about?
You telling me people wouldn't watch that?
Oh, they'd like to watch that.
Watch Bo Nickel against anyone. You got to put it against Dillon Danis.
Bo Nickel, Dillon Danis at 185, even 180. I feel like that's a pay-per-view main event.
Pay-per-view main card. Bo's going to be on the main card no matter what.
You pushed it a little too far.
Yo, it would do big numbers. Big numbers. What about
honestly though? A
UFC
fight
300,
night,
Nickel.
A fight night headlined by Bo Nickel makes a lot of sense, and you could do worse. For opponents to sell a card, but no, I don't think. I think Dillon has a lot to prove, right after that performance. But yeah, why not? If you're the UFC, take the chance on him if the numbers make sense.
Shout out to the chat. I love the chat. Paul M says Dillon versus Shara.
I mean, that's in the range of competition that I'd be willing to accept.
That would be fun.
I mean, yeah. Striker versus grappler. That is what that is.
Classic. I mean, we're going back to UFC 1 at this point.
Yeah, build-up would be good. Shout out to the chat for real. They had me rolling during the Devin Haney interview.
What, the sneezing?
Yeah.
We're good, everyone. I appreciate your concern. All right, so we're all in on Dillon Danis to the UFC. MVP seen taking photos with Dana White and others in Abu Dhabi. This seems like a no-brainer. What are we waiting for at this point, right?
Yep.
It has to happen.
Again, like, we're out of options at this point, right? It's like PFL, UFC, I guess maybe...
I mean, he could go PFL.
AFC.
He could go PFL. He's got options. He could go PFL, UFC, BKFC,
but
one championship, or Misfits. That's his boy.
Are these the places we want to see MVP?
Oh, no. I want to see him. I mean, number one, I want to see him get paid. But if I'm being selfish and just want to see him against the top tier guys, I want to see him in the UFC.
Yeah.
We've been watching him for so long, and he's been so much fun. And he's on a roll, by the way. Like it's not like he's just like a dude who's on the back nine. You know, he had the tough fight, but you know, the title fight and the wrestling and all that stuff has always been an issue. But I would love to see him in the UFC.
He's also a guy that even if he doesn't have a championship run in the UFC, there's a ton of fun, exciting fights you can have for him.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be like Wonder Boy, where it's like, maybe
Wonder Boy would be great.
But I just mean even like his career could be like Wonder Boy, where it's like, maybe he falls short in a title opportunity, maybe he never even gets one, but like you can put that guy on top of a card and he's going to sell. All of a sudden, Paddy Pimblett can't fight in the UK. Now you got MVP. You know, it's not just down to Tom Aspinall anymore. So I feel like MVP is a no-brainer for the UFC. Another one.
Thanks for watching. We appreciate it very much. Hey, if you like this video, give us the old thumbs up. Subscribe as well. You could get many more of these videos on the channel. So please do that. We would love you forever if you did so.